Hey everybody. Hey guys, how's everyone doing? Hey SJG, how you doing, buddy? Alrighty, I think we're good. Although my... Testing. You guys hear me? Okay, I think we're good. I'm alright, man. Just, you know. As good as I could be. Figured I'd jump on and work on a video and tell you guys a little bit about what all's happening. So, well, I'll wait a little bit, see if anybody else gets in here before I start talking about it, but I pretty much told everybody in the community forum posts that they're basically forcing me into a position where I'm gonna have to delete like pretty much every video. I have like 1,500 videos on my channel, and granted, a good portion of them are news clips, because that's how I started out, just finding news clips that, you know, showed bias, and I'd post those and I'd write a whole long thing. I used to have a website, so I would post them on YouTube and I'd post them on my website, and I had like an article to go along with it. It was called Dronetek.net. If you look on the Wayback Machine, you'll be able to find it. But and I'd write a whole story out with it, you know, and so that's why my channel's mostly clips. When I got back into doing it later, I started doing the other stuff. But so basically, for my channel to get remonetized, I have to delete pretty much everything on my channel. I mean, I've already started, by the way. So pretty much every video on my channel is going to go away. I don't like doing it. It freaking breaks my heart, to be honest. Hey, Mega. How you doing, buddy? But yeah, it breaks my heart, but I got to do it. I have to be monetized for what I'm trying to do here to work out. And I realize relying on YouTube for money is not a smart thing to do. Believe me, I get it. I'm dealing with the repercussions of that choice right now. So, but again, I'd like to point out, I didn't just quit my job, okay, and start doing this full time. My daughter, her babysitter quit, and we didn't have another babysitter, and she's getting ready to go to preschool. So it just made sense for my wife to stay at her job where we got insurance, and for me to come home to be with our daughter. And I have a YouTube channel that's doing well, so I can do that. Okay, so it's not like I didn't want to work, I'm lazy or anything like that. I had a good paying job. Believe me, this job paid me very well. Better than any job I've ever had. And I had been there 5 years. I didn't really want to quit, but it seemed like the right thing. And so that's why I'm in the situation I am now. I tried to get people to subscribe to me via Patreon and things like that, and I've had a few, but it's not going to be enough. So I got to try and get my channel remonetized. And to do that, I have to delete pretty much everything on my channel. And I really, I cannot express to you how much that sucks. I don't want to do it, but I have to. So that's what's going to happen there. And the thing that sucks most about it is I have no idea if they're going to remonetize me, even after I do that. I feel like this is a trap. Like, they want a lot of these videos off the internet. But, I mean, if they wanted to, they could just get rid of them themselves. But so I go in, I delete everything, except for maybe 20, 30 videos out of 1,500, and then they still don't remonetize me. That's my nightmare scenario right now. So I'm going to try and just pump out videos like I've been doing, you know, and I'm going to continue to improve on them. I have some plans to go out and do some more interviews here soon, so I'll have some of that coming, but it's a scary move. It's like, if I delete everything and then they still don't remonetize me, I don't know. Don't know what I'm gonna do at that point. So, but what I wanted to bring everybody on here to talk about, I'm gonna do this video, but has anybody noticed? So, Representative, and I'm gonna try to get her first name correct, Rep Omar, the Muslim headscarf wearing Muslim Democrat who's in Congress now, or she's in the House. SJG, I might do that. So here's the thing, not to get off this topic, but someone just asked me something. I do have another channel, Dronetek Media. Yeah, I do have another channel. It's called Dronetek Media. I've had it for a while. I set it up way back years ago when they first shut down my channel for like 3 months with no warning, no explanation why, and then just like 3 months later I got the channel back. But after that I started another one just in case. So go over to Dronetek Media, subscribe to that. I'm probably going to upload, I don't know about the clips, all right? I mean, I got thousands of clips, news clips. I don't really want to re-upload those, and most of them nobody's ever going to watch. Like, I'll spend all this time re-uploading them and nobody will watch them. So that's probably a waste of time. But I am going to still, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to re-upload some of the stuff that like I did commentary over, but I'm not sure I should leave. I'll put that on that channel, and I will continue uploading clips and stuff to that Dronetek Media channel. So I'll link that here in the chat, and you guys go out and sub to that channel, and I may be using it for that. So Andrew, man, I have to. I don't have a choice here. I'm between a rock and a hard place here. I gotta get monetized again. I have to be bringing in revenue to continue doing this. I'm simply not gonna be able to keep doing it without a monetization. I gotta be monetized. And people are like, oh, you're just begging for money. And no, folks, I quit my good paying job of 5 years, my good IT job, to come home to be a stay-at-home dad, and I already had a YouTube channel bringing in more than enough, more than what I was bringing in at my good-paying IT job, mind you, okay? So I thought, and it figures a month after I do that, this happens. So yeah, my goal for this year was to get to 100K. I don't know if I'm still going to be able to do that. After I delete all my videos, I'm not sure. My views may just completely plummet, and I may be climbing uphill again for another, 6 months trying to get back to where I was. But if they will remonetize me, I'm willing to do that. I am willing to do that. I'm willing to scrape my way up once again to do that. I just hope that they remonetize me. Yeah, I mean, SJG, man, it's just a lot of work to do that. Maybe I will with more recent clips, but I mean, I have clips going back years, which sucks because I always wanted that library there so I could always reference it. So anytime the media is being hypocritical, you can go back to this reference, say, look what they were saying years ago. Look now. But, another thing is nobody cares about that anymore. We've all pointed out the hypocrisy of the left and Democrats and the media endlessly for a decade now. I mean, what good has it done? It's done no good. It doesn't matter because they know they're hypocrites. They don't care. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I emailed YouTube and they're like, "Oh, well, no, you don't have any copyright issues. It's reuse." And I'm like, "Okay, well, which videos did I incorrectly reuse footage?" "Oh, well, we can't tell you that." Oh, how convenient. Yeah. I may, SJG, I may. But I tell you, I got to get on deleting them now, apparently. I have a BitTube account, I believe. I started a bunch of accounts everywhere at one point. So, I mean, if you guys really want to support me and help me, I need you to subscribe to me on Patreon. You can give me donations in PayPal if you want. I appreciate that, but I see that as more like begging, like holding my can out for change, At least with Patreon, you're investing in me. You're putting some money into what I do, and you're saying, go out and keep doing it, get better. And that's what I want to do. I want to work for you guys. If you can go and subscribe to me on Patreon, I'm getting closer. I'm up to like I think 12 Patreons, which isn't a lot, but I've only really been pushing for a couple weeks now. So if I can get that up, if I can keep getting that up, then I won't even have to worry about monetization. But right now, I gotta have it. Yeah, guys, I've definitely looked into BitTube. I'm gonna start working on this video because I got to get it done. I only have like an hour to get this video done right now, so you guys keep chatting there, and I will look over and respond. But I gotta finish this video, and I apologize already because you're gonna have to hear me talking and stuff through here. Like it's gonna be like repeating. Yeah, guys. I mean, what I'm doing is clearly ruffling feathers. Okay, I'm doing something right. Get on Patreon, support me there. The election's coming up. 2020 election's coming up. I'm not trying to pat my own back or anything, but y'all need me out there. Trump needs me out there. Trump, if you're watching, you need me out there, buddy. You should be investing in me. Put some money, funnel some money, get some money over to your buddy Dronetek here, and I will do my best to get you reelected, or do my part. Yeah, guys, I'll tell you. This has really motivated me to get, I've been wanting to do this stuff for a long time, but when the money's coming in and you're not having to do quite this much, you kind of can get by, then and I'm not saying it's right, okay? I'm not saying that is right to do, but that's where I was. I have a busy life. I have a daughter, and anyone who has a little daughter knows that, and another one coming. I have another little one on the way, which is another reason I'm sweating a little bit about all of this, so... anyway, I'm going to get back into this video. So this video today is going to be about the media and how they have been defending Rep. Omar, with all the anti-Semitic comments she's made, and somehow flipping it back on Republicans, which is what they always do. The media is a Democrat Party organization. So when Democrats are in trouble, they flip the script, they throw out some subterfuge, whatever they got to do to get your attention back on the Republicans, back on their political opposition. So that's what the video is about today. I'm going to start this now because I got to get this done, guys. But I do, you guys, I was saying on in the community page that I would not be doing this right now, still today, if it weren't for all of you, honestly, because when that happened during that live stream, is my mic too loud? By the way, I'm kind of redding out here. Let me know if it's too loud. I was ready to quit. I was ready to throw in the towel, guys, to be honest, but I had so many people reaching out to me through email and just telling me, like, don't quit, keep it up. I had Hayden Hewitt from LiveLeak.com, the co-founder of LiveLeak, and Trigger Warning, the show Trigger Warning, which I highly recommend. He really has gone out of his way to support me and to help me. He's helped me get a website going. He's going to host it for me, which is awesome. So, people have just really been amazing, and you guys are all awesome. Really. I think I can finish this video fairly quick, but I got to get going on it here. In fact, I'll probably, well, I want to live stream it. But if I'm not responding to you, I'm not trying to ignore you. I'm just trying to get this video going here. Hey YouTube, Dronetek here. Hey YouTube, Dronetek here. It would be nice if we could get through just one day without the arrogant It would be nice if we could get through just one day without the arrogant, partisan media blatantly proving that there is no more free press. The Fourth Estate for all intents come on. The Fourth Estate, for all intents and there is no more free press. The Fourth Estate, for all intents and purposes, is gone. During this entire news cycle covering Representative Omar's anti-Semitic... During this entire news cycle of Representative Omar's anti-Semitic... During the entire news cycle of Representative Omar's anti-Semitic comments and tweets, you might have noticed that the media has been running cover for her and attacking her Republican critics. So this is not new. Yeah, guys, this clip that I'm going to be doing here today, yeah, behind the scenes, yeah. Thanks, Andrew. I really appreciate it, buddy. Any support I can get. But like I said, the support I really need right now is Patreon. That's what I need. And I understand that people don't necessarily have money to put into that. I understand completely. So don't feel bad. Your support here and just your verbal support is enough. I mean, it's not enough, but it's enough to keep me going. Yeah, Aaron, exactly, yeah. There's a lot of that in these videos. That's why it takes me so long to go through them and record them. This is a tactic that they always use. Not new. This is a tactic that they always use to deflect any kind of negative news towards their party, the Democrat Party. They took a Democrat scandal and they spun it as a Republican scandal. This is basically what you get when you replace. This is basically what you get when you. Sorry for all the jump cuts, guys. I'm really bad at one solid take. Like, I can't do it. I have to do the jump cuts. This is basically what you get when you replace principled journalism with political activism. A great example of this came today from MSNBC host and Fidel Castro supporter Andrea Mitchell. Can you believe that she actually smeared the vice president for, quote, creating a toxic climate simply by criticizing the Democrat for something she's been widely criticized for? It's not like this is... She's been widely criticized for. It's not like this... And I remember I re-recorded a spot right at the end of this video because I remembered I forgot to say something, so I got to jump to the end here. Consider going over to Patreon for denying the Jewish state's right to exist. I think that was it. And it's not exactly. Come on. And it's not exactly fringe to be criticizing Rep. Omar. Even the Anti-Defamation League criticized her for denying the Jewish state's right to exist. Hey, Gary, yeah, you get to watch all my fuck-ups here. I'm trying to look at some comments here now. So Gary Wold, you say I like to put a super one frame widescreen PNG or JPEG at the top at the jump cut if it's noticeable. What do you mean? I don't know what you mean by that, really. I've been doing this stuff a long time, but I'm like forever a novice. It's like I pick up little bits of knowledge here and there, but now that tweet could be construed as criticizing the Democrat for something she's been widely criticized for. It's not like criticizing her is controversial at this point, except it's not like criticizing her is controversial at this point unless you're some far-left Democrat. I'm not using that. Now, these people insist that the most... Oh, I see the white flash as it jumps. I gotcha. Okay. That's how that effect is done. All right. Yeah, I think I will try that. Thanks for the tip, man. That actually is not a bad idea. And guys, I'm going to keep plopping my Patreon link here in the chat. since I can't have super chats anymore. That's going to be my best bet. Oh, and if you want to tip me on PayPal, if you know you don't want to subscribe to me on Patreon, some people just don't like Patreon. If you want to help me out, you want to support me, you can do it here. But yeah, it's insane how the media is defending this lady. It's just crazy. It just shows the media is just partisan. It's not principled. For denying the Jewish state's right to exist. I like this freeze frame of me here. These people insist that the most is controversial. These people insist that these people insist that the most pro-Israeli president that we've ever had. Now, these people insist that the most pro-Israel. Now, these people insist that the most pro-Israel president that we've ever had, the first president to move the U.S. Embassy to Jerusalem. Now, these people insist that the most pro-Israel president that we've ever had, the first president to move the U.S. Embassy to Jerusalem, is somehow an anti-Semite. Yeah, isn't that crazy? They like to. I mean, when has Trump done or said anything that was could be construed as anti-Semitic? I know that they've been pointing to that tweet, and I'll talk about the tweet here in a minute. But I think Trump just didn't get that it was an anti-Semitic tweet. Honestly, I think he agreed with like the surface level of what the tweet was about, but he didn't really get that it was anti-Semitic. That would not surprise me with Trump. Point to a tweet that Trump made. They like to point to a tweet that Trump made as proof he doesn't like Jewish people, even though Trump's own son is Jewish. Let's save that. Whoa, there we go. 3 drones, there you go. Is that enough drone tech for you guys? Sorry. Now, that tweet could be construed as anti-Semitic, but that tweet could be construed as anti-Semitic. But for Semitic. But for one, he retweeted it. It wasn't an original post by him. I think it's very. It wasn't an original post by him. I think it's very possible that Trump. I think it's very possible that Trump simply didn't catch on to the anti-Semitic angle of the meme that he posted. I'll go through later and clean these up. But even if he did, what proof is there that Trump is anti-Semitic? What policy can you point to and say, hey, that's an anti-Jewish policy? I mean, what statements can you point to? What has he ever even said that could be construed as anti-Jewish? What I'm looking for is his actions. And I haven't even really heard him say anything. But besides that, I haven't seen anything from him that would be construed as negative towards Jewish people. Or black people, for that matter. He always gets called racist, but I've never seen anything racist from the guy. What about Rep. Omar on the other hand? What about Rep. Omar on the other hand? What about Rep. Omar on the other hand? Here, well. All right, SJG. Thanks for stopping by, man. I know it's kind of boring, guys. Sorry. I thought y'all might want to just drop in, watch me make a video for a little bit. I could explain to you what's going on with the channel going forward. She doesn't believe that the Jewish state hasn't even... What about Rep. Omar? She doesn't even believe that Israel has a right to exist. What I need is somebody in here talking, chatting and stuff. Yeah, well, the media is left wing and the media is Democrats, and so obviously these things are always going to be treated differently. What about Rep. Omar? She doesn't even believe that Israel has a right to exist, which mirrors the position of Hamas, a terrorist organization in Palestine. Yeah, wrong take. What about Rep. Omar? She doesn't even believe that Israel has a right to exist, which mirrors the position of Hamas, the Palestinian government and terrorist organization. And that means that if she could, she would erase Israel from the map, as well as the people. And that goes way beyond simple criticism and that goes way beyond simple criticism of Israel, which I believe is completely legitimate. The difference between Trump and Omar is that Omar is actively working towards harming Jewish people and the Jewish state. And in my opinion, this is a person actively showing us that she has a problem with Jewish people and the Jewish state. Oh, I know. I know. It's like you wouldn't think they could get so crazy as to start blaming Trump for a Democrat. So this is 2 Democrat scandals now, guys. And it's funny, I didn't catch that immediately. But look, this is 2 Democrat scandals now where the media has flipped it back on Republicans. So you had the racist photos from the 80s and stuff, or the blackface, supposed racist photos, blackface photos from the 80s. Trump's fault. This is somehow a Republican scandal, even though these are Democrats that we're talking about. And then Rep. Omar gets in hot water for anti-Semitic quotes. Media turns around on Republicans somehow. I just am happy that people are starting to get it. It seems like more and more. Back when I first started this, not even people on my side bought it necessarily. You know, I'd start talking to people that are on my side of the political debate, and they would be like, yeah, but this and that. Fox News, though, it's like, yeah, you all can admit Fox is biased. Why is it you're having trouble with the rest of the media? I think it's just people, they're just hesitant. They need to be showing indisputable proof. And with most of the media all kind of having the same talking points and everything, these people just think that's the truth, and that's why they're all saying the same thing. They don't realize that, no, they're just coordinating on a message, and they're all saying the same thing. That doesn't make it the truth. Repeating something over and over and over and over again doesn't make it true. Yeah, the whole Russian collusion thing, it's totally manufactured by the media and by Democrats. Do you think any of them are going to pay for it? No. This will be another drive-by, guys. It's going to be another drive-by. It's going to be, we've done our damage. Bye. We're gone now. On to the next story, which will be some sort of Republican scandal. You can guarantee it. So it's more than just words. It's actions. So it's kind of... So we're talking more than words here. Actual actions. Which kind of makes this whole defense of her by the media even more puzzling. Even more puzzling. CNN is also playing this game by doing their best to deflect from Omar and redirect people's attention over to their opposition, the Republican Party. CNN is also playing this game by doing their best to deflect from Omar. CNN is also playing this game by doing their best to deflect from Omar and redirect people's attention to red herrings that they literally just manufacture out of thin air. Yeah, here, you guys are going to like this clip. I kind of don't want to show you. Well, there's only 16 of you, whatever. Yeah, this clip will just make you so annoyed. Brooke Baldwin, man. Such a shill. Such a hack. Oh, God. I don't want to use this one because it's like too much Dronetek at once. For example, CNN's Brooke Baldwin said that Omar has apologized and that's good enough. But people should be really outraged about... That's good enough. But people should be really outraged about Republican But people should be really outraged about Republican Ken McCarthy tweeting out that Soros and... But that people should be really outraged by Republican Kevin McCarthy. Why? Because he tweeted out... Because quoting Brooke Baldwin, this is clearly an anti-Semitic. Because quoting Brooke Baldwin, this is clearly an anti-Semitic tweet. All right, so I'm gonna get into some of the videos here. SJG, yeah, man. I mean, I believe the moon landing, but I'm open to. I'm a big ATS guy, above top secret, so I'm into all that stuff. I have an open mind. That is funny though. All right, so I've kind of lost here where I'm supposed to bring in the video clips. Let's see. He believes she actually smeared Vice President. Republican critics. This is not new. This is a tactic that they always use to deflect any kind of negative news towards their scandal, and they spun it as a Republican scandal. This is basically what you get when you replace principled journalism with political activism. A great example of this came today from MSNBC host and Fidel Castro for something she's been widely criticized for. And it's not exactly fringe. He actually smeared the vice president for, quote... Okay, so this is actually going to be some video. Move all this stuff back. Bust out the video. So now when I use these videos, guys, I have to be so sparing. I can only use, like, seconds. Really. It's really, so.
Gotta ask you about your tweet from the plane against Congressman Omar. You read critical of Hispanic Americans and the president's Muslim ban. Can you understand how that creates a climate of toxicity in all directions?
Wait, what?
Historically critical of Hispanic Americans. And the Republicans were very slow to go and punish Congressman Steve King of Iowa, who is historically critical of Hispanic Americans. And
is he historically critical of Hispanic Americans? I've never heard that. I don't know what she's talking about. Probably critical of illegal immigrants, not Hispanic Americans.
Stand. Okay.
Can you understand how that creates a climate of toxicity in all directions?
It's important.
So you got that, guys? As long as you're criticizing Republicans, you're good. You start criticizing Democrats, that creates a climate of toxicity. So I'm going to throw that in there because that's exactly what I was wanting. Save that sucker. Criticizing the Democrat for something she's been widely criticized for.
I've got to ask you about your tweet from the plane against Congressman Omar. You read her out. We understand you want her to be kicked off the... in all directions.
It's not exactly fringe to be criticizing Rep. Omar. Even the Anti-Defamation League criticized her for denying the Jewish state's right to exist. These people insist that the most pro-Israel president that we've ever had, the first president to move the U.S. Embassy to Jerusalem, is somehow an anti-Semite. They like to point to a tweet that Trump made as proof he doesn't like Jewish people, even though Trump's own son is Jewish. Him. I think it's very possible showing us that she has a problem with Jewish people and the Jewish state. Talking more than words here, actual actions, which kind of makes this whole defense. Let's see how long we've been streaming. 30 minutes. Oh yeah, man, Katie Tur, she gives me so much material. CNN and MSNBC both for years. See, the thing is, though, there's lots of other networks that have just as much, like the network news, like ABC, CBS, ABC. I mean, those networks are all just as bad. I mean, you got ABC Network or ABC News with George Stephanopoulos. Who's George Stephanopoulos? Former Clinton campaign guy. He's a Clinton guy. And yeah, he gets to go in the media. All these people are Democrats. Like, they're all, like, you got something called the revolving door. Granted, now you have the same thing on Fox with Republican politicians, but it's been going on a lot longer with the rest of the media and Democrats, where you have a Democrat will go to office, they'll get done, they'll go work in the media. Or they'll work in the media, they'll go work, and then they'll quit and they'll go be a Democrat. That's an elected Democrat. And they'll start and then they'll go to media and then they'll go back to politics or something. You know, it's called the revolving door. Google it and you'll see, there's hundreds of examples of it at this point. I mean, the media really is just a home for the Democrat Party for the most part. And guys, I have talked about it a couple times tonight, but definitely, without a doubt, need your support on Patreon. I need Patreons. I need them now. If you want to support me, go do it that way. And if you haven't heard, I am deleting pretty much every video on my channel in order to get it remonetized. It's pretty shitty. I don't want to do it, but YouTube is forcing my hand. I have no doubt. I feel like it could be a trap. I'm really nervous that I'm going to do it, and then they're still not going to remonetize me. And I got to tell you, if that happens, we'll see if I stick around or not. I don't know. But that's where we're at now. And the Jewish state. Oh, okay, hold on. Talking more, so I hit that one a little early. Gonna bust it out here a little bit. So we're talking. Every little bit of this matters. So we're talking more than words here, actual actions, which kind of makes this whole defense of her by the media even more puzzling. CNN is all. Steven, are you talking to me? The case against I have no idea. I've emailed them, tried to find out what videos are the problem. They won't tell me. So I'm basically left like, if I want to start getting paid again, I've pretty much got to delete everything except for things I know for a fact. Videos like this that I'm doing now, I think they're safe. Jason, man, I don't have a choice, buddy. I really don't. I was explaining it earlier. I want people to understand that I'm not some lazy person trying not to work. I had a good paying job for 5 years. I've always worked, first of all. Okay, since I was 16 years old, I've always had a job. I've always been working. I was in the Air Force. You know, I'm not a lazy person. But I was at a job for 5 years, a good paying IT job, great paying IT job. I've had this channel going side by side with that for years. Been making more money on YouTube than I have my regular job. My wife has the insurance, not me. So one of us had to come home to be home with our daughter when she goes to preschool because someone's got to take her, someone's got to be here, or got to go pick her up. We just decided that me with the YouTube channel and with the IT skills, I can probably get a side job or something like that. So I came home to do YouTube full time and be with my daughter. And a month later, they demonetized me. So that's where I'm at now. I'm like, I have a baby on the way. I can't just go out and get another job because now we're set here where I'm taking my daughter to school and we don't have anybody else that can do that. And I have been applying for some IT jobs, doing remote IT jobs, stuff like that. But, you know, I got to get my monetization back. That has got to come back for me to survive. Well, Steve, the problem is that they have new standards for, quote, reuse. So, if they and it's not even really definable. It's just a globulous cluster of nebulousness that they can be like, oh, if they want to use it as a weapon against somebody, they can. And that's what they're doing. I emailed them trying to find out what exactly was causing this. Like, what? Give me a clue here. Like, what do I need to get rid of? They won't tell me. I had to go onto Reddit and ask people there what's going on, and they basically told me, on the YouTube creator Reddit channel and the partner channel, they basically told me, and there's some very knowledgeable people there, that I was going to have to delete pretty much everything. They said they thought it was crap too, but they're like, you know, you're gonna have to get rid of all those clips and even some of the commentary videos because I'm using too much reuse of video. Even if I'm like editing it and doing stuff to it and not knowing exactly, so I can reapply at the end or at March 7th. If they deny me, then I'm gonna have to go another month. So I'm between a rock and a hard place here where I feel like it's a trap. Like I'm going to delete everything, pretty much everything, except for maybe like 20 or 30 videos, and then they're still not going to remonetize me. And I really hope that doesn't happen. But at this point, I have no other option. That's the direction I got to try. I got to get my monetization back. But, right, I had no copyright problems. They told me, no, you don't have any copyright issues. It's reuse. Some new rule that they just came up with. And I will tell you guys, if you get on my channel, on my recommended channels, there's Dronetek Media. Go subscribe to that. I'm going to do something with it. I'll probably put, yeah, I'll probably put news clips on there or something. But if you want to support me, if you really like my stuff, you want to support me, do it one of two ways. Either Patreon or PayPal. That's my only two options right now. I don't have Super Chat, obviously. I'm not begging for money. I'm trying to build up an audience here. I'm trying to get people to invest in me and what I'm doing. With the 2020 elections coming up, I feel like what I do is pretty valuable. So if you want to win in 2020, not saying I'm going to get us to win, but I will do my small part to help that happen. And I keep telling people, if Trump, if you're listening or somebody knows Trump, let him know about me. See if he'll come and invest in me. I spend a lot of time not really defending him per se, but going after the media that it goes after him. So, and I'm discrediting them. Oh man, okay, I gotta get back into this. I'm running out of time to finish this. I'm probably gonna go ahead and end the stream here pretty soon because yeah, you can't do super chats. That's how I found out this happened, because I did that. It was on the night of the State of the Union, and people were trying to send me super chats and couldn't. We cannot allow Soros, Steyer, and Bloomberg to buy this election. Get out and vote We cannot allow Soros, Steyer, and Bloomberg to just buy this election. Get out and vote Republican. What might you... Get out and vote Republican. What might you... Now, you may be asking, what's anti-Semitic about that? There was nothing in there that was anti-Jewish. It was just calling out 3 people that are funneling millions of dollars into the Democrat candidates. Oh, but all 3 are Jewish, you see. So that automatically makes it anti-Semitic. Of course, a regular human working brain can figure out that there's nothing anti-Semitic about that. It's just 3 people that happen to be Jewish. But this propagandist at CNN is just this propagandist at CNN just declares it anti-Semitic, and as if that's the only word to be have on it. Yet this CNN host, Brooke Baldwin, just declares it anti-Semitic, and case closed. Like, there's no argument to be had against that. Yeah, Steven. Yeah, that was a bad night. I did not have a good night that night. And I was all excited all day long for that live stream. I thought it was going to be a good time. And Brooke Baldwin just declares that. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end the stream. I appreciate your time today. I wanted to just get out to some people, let you guys know what was going on, give you a little peek at some of me making this video that's going to be released today at 4:30 if I finish it in time here, which I really got to get on it. I appreciate y'all coming by. I appreciate your support. You guys are awesome. I could not, literally, and I'm not just talking smack here. I could not do this without all of you guys. Your support has been essential and me continuing to do this at this point. So thank you. Look out for the new videos. And yeah. Yeah, Steven. Anywho, thanks guys. Thanks for coming. Love you all. Well, don't really love you, but you know what I mean. Have a good night, everybody.